As we wrap up this final week, I wanted to leave you with some final thoughts. Writing is both an art and a craft. It requires practice, but practice can produce beauty. Yes, even when you're writing an essay for school. Now, sometimes you may be facing a deadline and you can't get things just the way you might want. And that's okay. Just as in sports, the important thing is that you put forth your best effort and that you keep practicing. As you practice, you may find a funny thing happening. You may find this strange art, art of writing, gradually becoming more natural. You may even begin to feel more like that child I talked about at the beginning of this course, the child who is bursting with ideas to put down on paper. I've seen this happen before, and it's exciting. In fact, it's why I wanted to help create this course. When I first graduated from college, I worked for TechMission, City Vision's parent organization, as an after-school program tutor. I had a student whose family was from Haiti. Their primary language at home was Haitian Creole, though they all could speak English as well. My student was in fourth grade and he spoke English fluently, but he could barely write at all. He was so intimidated by writing. At first we just gave him books to read. At first easy ones that were below his grade level, ones that he might be embarrassed to actually be reading, but then he worked his way up. Finally, my supervisor decided that it was time for him to write, and so she enrolled him in a writing contest. I thought this might not be such a good idea. The subject was on the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I had him watch the March on Washington, Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech, and a video of 60s school kids singing a song about Dr. King. He didn't really like the last one so much, but then he began to write. He wrote about a time when people in America couldn't do many jobs simply because of their skin color. He wrote about Dr. King's vision and how the nation responded. Now he said people could be anything they wanted. I don't remember his exact words, but it was something like a doctor, a lawyer, a Papa Gino's worker. I admired his optimism because I could see part of where he got it. He had become something new himself, a writer. In the end, he got an award from the mayor of Boston for his writing. It wasn't first place, but he got to stand up in front of the whole crowd, and he won a pizza party for the whole class. In this course, we've given you rules for writing and discussed the types of writing that are common in college. For most of you, that may be enough, but some of you may be like the person I tutored. You may find that you want to write, and you want to write for yourself, not just as someone asks you to write. When you're writing for yourself, then the rules change. They don't go away completely, but they become less significant. You can keep them further in the back of your mind. You can go back to the mode of writing described in weeks 1 and 2. Closing your eyes as you talk, searching for a way to say what you mean, even breaking the rules when necessary. As I said earlier, writing is an art, a learned skill. It's a little like playing a musical instrument. At first you learn the basic mechanics, then you practice, learn some basic tunes, then perhaps pick up some theory, and finally you are able to improvise and come up with new things on your own. The best musicians are those who are willing to take risks, to break the rules in order to find their own true sound. Jazz musician Charlie Parker once said, "Learn the changes, then forget them." Or, as poet T.S. Eliot said, "You are the music while the music lasts." But in order to forget the changes, you have to learn them first. Keep practicing the rules we've covered in this course. Write each day and do not stop. Just keep writing. Thanks.